An advisor to incumbent Mayor Eric Adams was suspended from his reelection campaign after attempting to bribe a journalist. How? By putting a wad of cash into a bag of potato chips. That's right. According to a report in the New York Times, that advisor, Winnie Greco, who was the mayor's former director of Asian Affairs at City Hall, and you're going to love why she was the former director, okay, and one of his best fundraisers, had returned to his campaign trail as a volunteer. Okay, this is for Eric Adams' second run, and by the way, he's running as an independent. Now, why did you bring her back, Eric Adams? And maybe I'm kind of burying the lead here. Okay, but look, she got herself into some trouble. Okay, she ended up getting raided by the FBI last year as part of a federal investigation into possible Chinese government interference in the 2021 mayoral race. Okay, so she gets in trouble for that. She gets raided, under investigation, whatever. So why did he bring her back to the campaign then? Because she had resigned after that. Well, she was a fundraiser. Let's be honest, that's pretty much the only reason. Okay, she was a fundraiser, and so he's like, come on back, because we need you. We need your money. Now, on Wednesday, Ms. Greco had attended an event with Mr. Adams in Harlem, and had given more than $100 in a red envelope stashed inside of a potato chip bag to a reporter for The City. And this is the publication name, The City. Okay. It's according to an article in The City. Okay. Now, they promptly reported the incident to the city's Department of Investigation, and federal prosecutors in Brooklyn contacted the newspaper's lawyers, according to the newspaper's account. Now, Mr. Adams' campaign spokesperson, Todd Shapiro, said, quote, "We are shocked by these reports. Shocked and chagrined. I can't believe there would be, corruption in this, the gambling in this establishment." Or corruption in New York. But anyway, Winnie Greco holds no position in this campaign, as has been suspended from all volunteer campaign-related activities. Yep. He said Mr. Adams has always demanded the highest ethical and legal standards. Are you fucking kidding me? The highest ethical and legal standards in the Adams government and campaign. Are you kidding me? This man is corrupt as hell. Remember, Eric Adams had been under investigation, federal investigation, for bribery, fraud, and taking illegal campaign contributions from Turkish nationals. I mean, the only reason that this did not end up going to a trial is because Trump and Eric Adams made a little bit of a deal, okay, behind the scenes, so that the Trump Department of Justice would dismiss the case. And that's what happened. Okay. Well, Eric Adams went to freaking Mar-a-Lago, and I don't know what he did or who he sucked off. I don't know. I don't really know. All I know is that, oh, would you look at that? The Department of Justice has dropped the corruption case against Eric Adams. And you know what's funny is that, again, speaking of the corruption here, there was another aide, Ingrid Lewis Martin, the former chief advisor to the mayor, has also been accused by a grand jury of helping her friends secure lucrative city contracts and expedite their regulatory issues with city government in exchange for cash payments to her son, lavish karaoke parties, which sound terrible and not fun, free home renovations, and nearly $10,000 worth of seafood for city events. I mean, really? Oh, and even a guest appearance on the TV show Godfather of Harlem. Wow. Just Just wow. Like, seriously. Okay, look, okay. Eric Adams is corrupt and surrounds himself with corrupt officials. Period. Okay? It's clear. Plain as day. All right? But getting back to Greco, you're going to love her excuse for this, okay? Her lawyer, Stephen Brill, said of this bribe, okay, it's not a bribe. No, it's common. It's very common in Chinese culture because, you know, she's Chinese, right? To give money to reporters. And it shows a gesture of friendship and gratitude to try to bribe reporters. I grant you that this looks odd, but I assure you that Winnie's intent is purely innocent. Uh-huh.
Really?
Uh-huh. Purely innocent. Everybody, purely innocent. Now, look, here's the thing. I think it should be pretty clear that we're not in China. Okay, she's not in China, but I'm pretty sure that this is not a part of Chinese culture trying to bribe people. Okay, you know that tipping in China is actually not customary, and in some cases or many cases is actually considered kind of rude. Yeah, turns out tipping culture doesn't really exist there. Okay, so this is not really a tip. Okay, now there are a couple of circumstances where, you know, okay, tipping, yeah, it's not entirely frowned upon. For example, if you're in China and you tip your tour guide, all right, that's acceptable. Or even your driver, acceptable. Or if you're at one of those high-end restaurants in China that, you know, that might not have automatically factored in a gratuity into your bill, because generally those high-end restaurants in China tend to do that. Then okay, if they don't factor that in, then it's okay to tip them. All right. So knowing that kind of seems like a bullshit excuse for corruption. Okay. Now the reporter who was given this attempted bribe, Katie Honan, spoke to the New York Times and said that Ms. Greco had texted her at the Harlem rally and asked to meet with her across the street next to a TD Bank. Ms. Honan, who said she thought she was going to get some information from Ms. Greco about the expected indictments, so, you know, getting a scoop, right, said that they had walked together into a Whole Foods. There, Ms. Greco soon handed Honan the bag of chips, which the reporter said, "Oh, no, I'm not hungry. I'm good. She unsuccessfully tried to return the bag of chips. She didn't even know what was in it at the time. She's just like, "I'm not hungry. It's cool. Now, after the two parted, Ms. Honan opened the bag at her subway stop and discovered that there was a red envelope inside stuffed with cash. I initially hoped that it was a note, an actual tip, like, there's this thing inside. It's a scoop. It's a story, a tip, if you will. But no, she found out that it was an actual tip, but not an actual tip, an actual bribe. She opened it up and was like, "Oh my God, it's money. What? What are you doing?" So she called Ms. Greco to be like, "Why is there money in my bag of chips that you gave me? You gotta take it back." Okay, and again, it was about $100, I should say $100 bill and several $20 bills that were inside the envelope. So when she got a hold of Ms. Greco to be like, "What is their money doing in this bag?" She said that, don't worry about that. No, I don't need it back. What? Don't just keep it. After the incident, Honan returned to the city's office and handed over the envelope to her editors. They then, of course, contacted the Department of Investigation, federal prosecutors, then took the chip bag and the cash. The publication said in its story that it had asked Ms. Greco about her motivations for giving that money to the reporter, and that she replied that it was just cultural, and repeatedly apologized. Can we just forget about this? Please don't do in news nothing about me. Oops. Oops. Oh, seems a little late for that one. Oh, no. Look, again, this seems like an obvious bribe. Obvious bribe is obvious. I don't know what for. Perhaps to get this reporter to do more positive coverage of Adams' campaign. It seems like there would be some motivation there. After all, she is a big fundraiser to Adams. Now, along with her, you have Brianna Suggs, the mayor's top fundraiser, whose home ended up also being searched by the FBI. That's right, more corruption, of course. This man, is absolutely mired in corruption. It's almost comical at this point, just how cartoonishly corrupt Mayor Adams really, really is. And look, I cannot wait. I cannot wait until Zoran Mamdani, who is not backed by the establishment at all. In fact, they refuse to endorse him, blue no matter who, yeah, unless you're Mamdani. They won't support him, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, Mamdani is crushing everyone in the polls because he is not openly and comically corrupt like Eric Adams, and he's not a sex pest like Andrew Cuomo. I cannot wait until Mamdani crushes both of them and becomes the next mayor of New York. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.